After more than a year of controversy surrounding what types of books should be available for students, Keller ISD voted to ban books about gender identity. There's also a heated discussion about whether to allow some employees to be armed on campuses. Fox 4's Stephen Dial, live in Keller tonight with the update. Stephen.
Steve, you know, school board meetings since the pandemic have become political battlegrounds, and tonight was no different in Keller ISD. Before the board were two controversial issues. The first one being adding discussion or talking about gender fluidity to the list of items that would make a book have to be removed from a school library here in Keller ISD. Moments ago, that motion passed with a 4-2 vote. One school board member expressed concerns but abstained his vote. For more than 2 hours, parents and community members and others gave public comment for and against the proposal to remove books that include gender identity from all campuses. This comes after a series of events starting last year when a book called Gender Queer was removed from a school library. That led to an announced investigation by Governor Greg Abbott. And then over the summer, a list of about 40 books, including a version of The Diary of Anne Frank, were temporarily removed to see if it fit in the district's new book policy. Monday's move upset some parents and students about the crowd and people in the crowd holding signs criticizing the proposal. Others in the crowd praised the board members, saying that they voted for them so they could make these types of changes.
Unfortunately, from where I stand, it appears that their lives simply don't matter to you. Y'all would rather punch down at a marginalized group than stand up for all Keller ISD kids. I promise you, my child is not a political agenda.
The less than 1% who do identify as this deserve our empathy and respect, but the 99% of the kids who do not should not be groomed into understanding that this is a normal condition when in fact it is less than 1%.
Now, another issue that's being discussed soon, actually could be being discussed right now, but not voted on, is the arming of specific district employees, which could include teachers. Some say in the wake of Uvalde, trained teachers should be armed. Those in opposition said it isn't safe. They also were critical of the criteria, saying it's not specific enough when it comes to the superintendent's discretion of who to approve.
We protect our banks, politicians, and celebrities with guns, and we protect our kids with a sign that says gun-free zone. I hope you won't advertise or restrict Keller teachers and admin from, God forbid, having to save the lives of Keller students, including my two brothers.
And for all of the only bad guys can be stopped by good guys with guns people, there were a ton of those at Uvalde.
Now, that topic is only being previewed tonight. It's not going to be voted on. That could be a vote as early as the December school board meeting. And again, when it comes to the removing books involving the gender fluidity topic, that passed 4-2 with one member abstaining.